Uh... Um... Hi! Hi, hello! Hello, good evening, good evening. Hope everyone's doing okay, at least as good as you can be. Check this that we're all started, yeah. I've used it for chatting streams before. Also, I had the camera shake on, but it kind of looks shitty. I'm gonna turn that shit off. Stay still. So, yeah, I'll just get right to it. Straight to the point. Yesterday evening, I announced on Twitter, almost exactly 24 hours ago, actually. But I announced that as of the 22nd, I will be no longer a part of Tomopulse, and I will be graduating, as a VTuber. So yeah, that's on the 22nd. My final stream is going to be on the 21st at 3 p.m. CST. And yeah, so that's the that's the gist of it. Here's what I put on Twitter. And I'll just go ahead, I'll read this out loud. Hello everynyan. Thank you so much for supporting me and watching my streams. I really cannot put into words how grateful I am for all of you. Unfortunately, because of my deteriorating mental health and various real-life circumstances, I will be graduating from Tomopulse as of January 22nd. I have spent many weeks deliberating over this and consulting with management, but I have decided this is the best path for me. I'm extremely grateful to management for the guidance and equipment they have provided me with over the last year, and for being very patient and understanding. I'm really sad that I won't be able to make it to the 1-year anniversary with the other talents, but I have no regrets putting my health first and foremost. In time, I'm sure I will return to streaming on my own terms without feeling the anxiety about growth or performance, but for the time being, I will be returning to posting art on my previous account, Catastrophe, and ceasing streaming for an indefinite period of, an indefinite amount of time. I've always been really bad at translating my feelings into words, but please know this is not a decision I made lightly. I truly appreciate all the time we've spent together and I'll miss you all very much. My final stream will be on January 21st at 3 p.m. CST. My sincere wish is that you can continue to support Tomopulse and the rest of Gen 1. Thank you again, and I'll see you buttercups around. Yeah. Yeah, that's the Twitter. Hey, that's where that's where I've been posting art and doing commissions and stuff. Just a heads up. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Yeah. I was actually gonna set up like a command and stuff with that, but that's the Twitter. That's where I'll be for the foreseeable future. I had a lot of trouble with this. Again, I'm really bad at like putting my feelings into words, so I'm sorry if this sounds like disjointed or if it like doesn't make very much sense. Cause like with that announcement, I had to like write it out like 10-15 times and edit it a ton. Cause I just had like a lot of trouble with it. But yeah, I was gonna say that's something I'm very grateful about too. But yeah, I'll be completely honest with you guys. about the exact reason why I am graduating, and it is because I've made numerous jokes about Ming Menhera. I've talked about my mental health struggles on stream before. We all know that I had a grippy sock vacation. That's not an issue, but like, just, you know, setting the stage, you know. Like, how do I put this into words? Like, in the letter, it says, like, I'm sure I'll return to streaming on my own terms without feeling anxiety about growth and performance. That was the main brainworms that I got. Yeah, we're not at the grippy socks again. I'm not struggling with that. Don't worry about that. I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm okay. I have really, really bad anxiety. I have really bad imposter syndrome. And that, like, combined with the fact that I know I am very harsh on myself, I went through, like, multiple cycles of this, and for those of you who've been following me since, like, before I was catastrophe, like, this is not new. This is not a new pattern of mine, and it's very, very frustrating to me because I really wanted this to work. And on one hand, I really regret, like I always have thoughts like, if I was just a little bit stronger, if I could just focus more, or if I could just work a little bit harder, if I could just keep going, if I could just keep pushing myself. And I did push myself. I pushed myself really fucking hard. And all I have to show for it is, yeah, that's all I have to show for it, is I have burnout. I have really, really, really bad burnout. This is not the first time I've experienced burnout, but it is the first time that I have experienced it on this scale, to where when I thought about streaming, I got panic attacks. I literally got so stressed that I would give myself migraines. And, like, it started reaching a point where, yeah, my physical health was starting to get affected. I started losing my appetite. I started, again, like I said, I had frequent panic attacks. I couldn't go online because I was just reminded, in my own eyes, damn, I'm not really that good of a content creator. I know I'm not bad. Logically, I know that. Before you guys, like, come in like, no, we love you! Like, yes, I know. I don't think I'm a bad streamer. Logically. But that's the funny thing about brains, is that they don't always work on logic. And yeah, like, as it is right now, I am not able to effectively tune out that part of my brain that is screaming at me that I'm a failure. Like, I'm sorry this is, like, really blunt, but, like, I'm very grateful because I can be actually, like, 100% like straightforward with this. It's like, yeah, like, I don't know of a single company in my knowledge that has let the talent openly say, hey, this is where I'm gonna be now. I've never seen that before. So thank you to Kurota, thank you to management. God knows I have cried and cried about burnout and to the other Tomopulse members and to management, but, like, yeah. Let me kick the ass part of your brain. God, I wish. That's what my medication is supposed to be doing, but medication also can only carry you so far. Yeah. It is though. It is so fucking frustrating, dude. Yeah. Especially because, like, when I first started VTubing, way back in, like, 2020, like, I started VTubing because of Hololive. Like a good 70% of VTubers. Maybe closer to, like, 50 or 60% now, but, like, in 2020, most people were VTubers because of Hololive. If not Hololive, then Nijisanji. And, like, when I first started, that's what I thought at first. I was like, oh, I want to be in a VTuber agency. I want to be in a corporation. I want to be in that. I want to be part of that. And that was, like, my goal. Like, that's what I kept working towards. I kept, like, polishing as many skills as I could. And honestly, not to fucking toot my own horn or anything, but I think I have some skills. And that's why it's so fucking frustrating. Because I just don't have the mental fortitude for this. At least not as, like, a corporate VTuber. I don't have the mental fortitude or the energy to keep going like this. And that's why I'm falling back on what I've always done in the past, which was art. And to be honest, the other thing is that I was thinking about... This is like less of an influence, but also pretty important nonetheless, is that I wanted to have a stable income. So I've been, like, planning to, like, apply to jobs around me and stuff. And I know I hesitate to use the word disabled sometimes because it feels like a scary word. And I feel like I get imposter syndrome with that, and that I feel like it doesn't apply to me because, you know, it's like I can move my body just fine and stuff, but, like, bipolar type 1, it's fucking awful. Even though it's, like, well medicated now, I still struggle a lot. And not to mention I have other shit too. Probably have ADHD or autism or something. And anyway, what I'm trying to get at is that it makes functioning really difficult sometimes because I have to deliberately pick and choose what I put my energy towards. The spoons metaphor is really useful talking about that stuff because it's like, yeah, I like to use a battery, like a phone battery analogy. But yeah, I know if I had a job, then that would take basically all of my energy. And I would have to put all of my energy into that, and then I would not have energy for streaming. And then be like, whoops, one stream in the span of 6 months, and I don't want that. I would feel like shit like that. I just remembered I had mac and cheese. I should have put sriracha in this. Yeah, and then things start to pile up, yeah. Like, I'm really lucky in that I have a very good support system around me in real life and online. My family has always been there for me. I'm grateful for that. But yeah, it's just it sucks that I have to pick and choose my battles. It's never too late to add sauce. Yeah, I don't want to get up though. I hope we can leave you with fond memories. Oh, hell yeah, dude. And that's, again, that's like part of the thing is that like I really love VTubing. And I love streaming, and I love interacting with you guys. Mental illness aside, like, the past year has been really fun. I think that, looking back upon all of the years of my life, not to sound cheesy or anything, I think that this last year has probably been my happiest year in a long time. Even with the struggles. And honestly, even with the struggles, I feel like struggles are... Maybe this is me just coping, but I feel like struggles help make the happier parts feel a little more happy. Maybe that's just cope, though. I think I'm just coping, but... Nonetheless, yeah, I feel like it is half true. Half true, half cope. But yeah, yeah, for sure. And like I said, like, I really hope that you guys can continue to support the other talents in Tumulpulse. Like, I know that they work really hard too. Sorry, I was drinking Coke. Zero, caffeine free, best kind. But yeah, like, everyone else in Tumulpulse has worked really hard to get here. And I don't know, I'm really glad I met them. Yeah. No, I don't like caffeine. I don't like it. It doesn't even make me feel awake, it just makes my heart go fast. Yeah, and yeah, I'm glad that you love Tumulpulse. And I hope that you continue to feel that way, even if I'm not part of it anymore. Like, I really want you to continue to support Ben and Ayami and Claudia. Like, seriously. And whoever else might be added in the future. Like, I think that would be awesome. I'll at least continue to lurk in the Tumulpulse Discord. Hell yeah! Hell yeah. I'm doing a little stretch. But yeah. Yeah, I guess that's really the gist of it. I guess if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Keep in mind that maybe there might be some questions that I won't be able to answer, but I think most of them should be fine. I think most questions should be fine. Also, I feel like it's probably obvious, although I haven't explicitly discussed it yet. I imagine that, what's the Twitch term for, like, membership? I guess the affiliate? That's probably not gonna be a thing anymore. But I don't know what's gonna happen to the emotes in the Discord. I will say, it is my hope that, like, my stuff stays up archived. So, hey, if you're watching this, like, a year from now, hi! Or even just, like, if you're watching this later, hi! But yeah, I'd like to have stuff archived as much as possible. But yeah. We have you for a bit longer. Any plans before graduation? I don't know yet. Yeah. Spooking those future watchers. Nobody is safe. Hey, you! Watching this in February 19th, 2025. Hey, I see you. You're watching this at exactly 6:59 p.m. Got him! Yeah, as for plans, I feel bad about it because, the part of me that wants to work really hard, wants to do a ton of stuff. I want to do something really fancy and awesome. But in reality, I know my final stream is probably just gonna be really laid back. I'll probably do some karaoke. Probably do some, what else? I want to do Among Us again. Probably with my friends. Yeah, I think for now, I'm probably just gonna do pretty laid back streams. Probably just, go insane with Dwarf Fortress for a while. Or maybe RimWorld. Maybe RimWorld or something like that. But yeah. What else? Don't go too hard. Yeah. I thought I've been thinking about whether or not to do schedules for these last few weeks. I know people probably want to like schedule so they can make it, but also, excuse me. I don't want to for one, I don't want to take down the pinned post, and secondly, I'm just scared of getting anxiety over streams again. And like canceling because then I inevitably get like a panic attack because like the dread leading up to it. You know? So I would say do not expect schedules. That being said, you know the times that I usually tend to stream at. That's usually like around 3 to 6 p.m. CST. You know that. You know that time. And maybe later. So in the PM of CST times. Oh, that does remind me. Coming up on hold on. I have to find it. So on Wednesday, on the 11th, I will be hanging out on Marcy's birthday stream because she's turning older. I'll be on there, and I'm also like planning some other collabs and stuff. But yeah, and that's that. But yeah, I don't have any fancy plans. Sorry guys, graduating to be in your walls. Dahlia graduating to be in your walls on more permanent conditions. Yeah, I'm permanently living in your walls and I'm gnawing on all the wires. Sorry. So, you know, I'm not really into this whole Oshi thing, but I have to say you are really my Oshi VTuber. Thank you! That makes me really happy to hear that. I'm glad. Yeah. Maybe some Power Wash Sim for the good old times? That could be fun, yeah. Yeah, I just want to do some relaxed stuff. Maybe some Minecraft. Probably some Minecraft. Minecraft and, I don't know. We got video games out here. We'll figure something out. Maybe some Toho. It's been a hot minute since I played Toho. Yeah. Yeah, we're just hanging out and vibing for sure. For sure, for sure. Oh, this mac and cheese fucking sucks. Sorry, I keep bitching about it, but but yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that's the gist of it. I don't really have much else to really announce. I probably will be working on covers, even not being a VTuber, I guess. I still want to work on covers and stuff. That's still something I really want to do. It just won't be uploaded like under Dahlia. It'll be uploaded under my other account. And then wanna do, I don't know what else. Head empty. Yeah. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Add barbecue sauce, maybe? I don't really... I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not actually like a barbecue sauce kind of person, you know? Kinda fucked up, huh? I think when it comes to mac and cheese, I definitely like sriracha the most. Also, again, I also want to say this stream is gonna be pretty short. Would it be possible to upload the BGM to YouTube? Oh, yeah. You know, I actually had like a DM about that the other day and then I forgot to respond to it. That is something to ask Crota. Because he knows more about like the licensing and stuff than I do. Because I don't know shit. And before I became a corporate VTuber and I had like a pre-made BGM for myself, I just used ones from Dova Syndrome, and then if I didn't have that, then I would just use my Spotify playlist. and then cause like I didn't know that you could like separate audio tracks like from Twitch. So for like a solid year when I streamed on Twitch, I had no VODs. None. Absolutely none. The only things remaining from that time is like a single highlight and then a bunch of clips. And that's it. And yeah, there you go. The BGM will probably be publicly available. Yeehaw! I usually don't do sauces on my nuggies. Yeah, I mean, I don't really like, I used to be like that, but now I like sweet and sour sauce. I like sweet and sour sauce and ketchup. Stealing my hat! Ah! By the way, did you stream under Catastrophe or another name before? Yes! It's actually here. It has a weird spelling because I was so reluctant to let go of this username. Because I put like a bunch of puns in it, but it's catastrophe. That's the TH instead of a PH. Ominous title, you alright? Hey, Marasmu, I'm sorry. The title is exactly what you think, unfortunately. Yeah. No! I mean, yes to the I am leaving as a VTuber, but no, I don't hate you guys. Also, thank you for the fishing hat. Wait, is that a fish emote? No, that's a dog. I thought that was like a weird bass mouth fish. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, not everyone uses Twitter and not everyone uses Discord either. I know that there's a sizable amount of viewers who only like have seen me through Twitch and have not like seen me on any other like social platforms. But yeah. The good news, I guess, is that I'm allowed to publicly talk about like my past life before I became VTuber under Tomopulse, and that I'm going back there. Yeah, there. I will be there. I will not be streaming for an indefinite amount of time. But not, I will be streaming again at some point. When? I don't know. Probably later this year. Yeah. Yeah, you can stalk me over there. I had a... Again, I don't know if when I will be streaming, because it will be a hot minute, because I guess the scariest thing that happened with me with the scariest thing that happened when I started getting anxiety about streaming and the panic attacks and stuff was that I started resenting streaming, and I started hating it. And I'm just glad that I can kind of stop that resentment before it gets any further. What prompted this, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, so, this is what I put on Twitter. But, yeah, the gist of it is anxiety! Lots of anxiety! I was never exaggerating when I said I am Minhera, because I am Minhera. I'm mentally ill. Yay! Yeah. Yeah, I had a YouTube channel before too, and I had a Twitch. I haven't really been active on either. There was actually I had like a period where I felt really bad about like my first VTuber identity as a chicken. Which, like, yeah, I know, probably no one's expecting me to be a chicken previously, but that's what I was originally. But then I ended up not liking being that character, and then I was like, but then I had like lots of regrets about that, but then I was like, oh, I asked Croat and management, like, hey, can I, like, stream on this channel just to get some closure? And then I did, and then that was okay for a while. And then I was like, oh no, but now I have to go back to being Dahlia. But I don't really want to be Dahlia again. I don't want to be that character either. I just want to, you know, fuck around as an artist who streams, not as a VTuber. You know? If that makes sense? I hate I not hate, but I don't like streaming games. I don't like streaming games. I like doing work streams where I do art and then I'm silent for like 6 hours and it's just my Spotify playlist playing, and I don't have to seem personable or likable, and I just can be me. Yeah. Dude, don't even talk to me about rebranding. I've done it so many fucking times. So many times. Yeah, you don't get to sabotage me, sorry. Artist energy, I don't know what that means. But yeah, like, I don't know. By the way, I found it interesting that the model you made here resembled your OC over on Catastrophe. Yeah! So that was like Troglodyte, a light avoiding monster. Oh, okay. I only heard Troglodyte as like an insult. And I was like, huh? Yeah. So glad that for some folks you're not disappearing into the ether. Yeah, it sucks though because...
Yeah, thank you.
Oh shit, the alerts were covered. Hold on. Where the fuck were the alerts? I heard it. There it was. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
There we go. Bro, Marissa, thank you for the 500 bits. I really appreciate it. Thank it for your time as Dahlia. I will. Thank you. Your money is mine now, and you can't get it back. Mine. I will use it to buy good mac and cheese. Winkle's unintentional, but good timing. Not gonna lie, I thought a trog was some kind of sea creature. Yeah, I don't know. I also, like... One of my roommate's friends is named that, and I don't know, it didn't register me as, like, a term. I was just like, that's just someone's name. Yeah. If goblin energy is a thing, you can be a good troglodyte. Yeah. I was here from the beginning. I'm happy you're leaving Tomo Pulse on a good note. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I remember. Thank you. Yeah, and I hope that you can continue to support Tomo Pulse for sure. But yeah, the newest designs that I had been working on and stuff was basically like a culmination of like, what are the traits I actually like to be in myself as a character? Because I think what I've learned is that every single design I've made for myself that has had white hair, no fucking joke, every single time, every single fucking time, white hair, I end up not using the design in the end. To this day, my most favorite design that I've ever used was my one with the pink and blue hair, Cyan. It is a bad omen and a curse. It's literally like the fucking anime trope that like the white-haired anime boys die, but it's just the white-haired cat girl dies. It's fucked up. Like it's like I remember like with like Kaoru and stuff and like yeah. Have pink hair be a protagonist. Yeah. I mean pink hair is just good. I think that my favorite hair color combination I've used, at least for myself lately, has been the black and pink. Yeah. Yeah, and honestly, in the past where I've retired like previous characters and stuff, because I would keep streaming, I did not use the word graduation because I didn't feel like that fit. Yeah, Kaoru from Evangelion. But yeah, the only reason I called it a graduation for this, I even was like talking to like management and was like, management was kind of like, isn't graduation kind of a silly term? But I was like, no, I mean, yeah, but it feels fitting for this because Dahlia, the character, is not going to be used again. Yeah, it is a part of, I wouldn't say it's VTuber culture, it's actually like a carryover from idol culture, yeah. And VTubing culture and idol culture, at least in the beginnings, has been very hand in hand. I'm not graduating from VTubing, because I know I'll come back to it, because I know I'm a fucking masochist, and I know, you know, I know, oh, I can't resist being a little 2D anime girl. Ooh, look at me, I'm a 2D anime girl, but like, I just want to do it on my own terms, and at my own pace. But yeah, the reason why I use graduation is specifically because this account, I will not be streaming on it anymore. This design, I will not be using it anymore. I do not own the IP rights to Dahlia Wintra. I do not own the rights to this stuff, so that's why. No. And that's just how it is. You know? I highly doubt that anyone else will ever use this model ever again. And it sucks because this is a very cute design. But much like my very first VTuber design, I made the mistake of I went further away from what I actually like and more of what I thought people would like to perceive And obviously, I'll just be completely honest here. I don't think that this design really suits me, my actual personality. That's not to say that I can't act like how this model is. You know, oh, I'm a cute, ooh, soft girl. I can act like that, but that's not actually me. We all fucking know I'm a gremlin! But maybe that's just the Gap Moy. But yeah. Yeah, it is a shame. But, I'm sure probably even if I had, like, an offer, I don't think I would be able to take it. And even if I somehow kept the rights to her, I don't think, I would keep using her. Introducing Dahlia Wintra, a totally new and exciting VTuber. Wah! Wah! Wow, yeah. Yeah. The alternative to wah! That sounds like a bird. Odds on the table, then now it won't happen. I did think about asking for a collab a couple times. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I don't know. We will see. It is true that as like a quote-unquote professional, that I had my walls up very high. But like, I don't know, man. Like I'm still not a very sociable person, but like, don't DM me and like try to like strike up conversations with me necessarily, but like, it's cool. If we're gonna confess stuff like that, actually, Marasmu, I actually listened to one of your VODs once and I like thought of constructive criticism and I thought about DMing you about it and then I was like, that's weird. So I think it fits you really well. Also, I like it pretty much. I mean, that's just me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it like doesn't not fit, but like still. Also, you know, my sadness was lowered by knowing I can maybe interact with you elsewhere. Yeah, of course. Like, again, I am not a very sociable person. I'm a fucking hermit. I explicitly have it on my other Twitter that like my DMs are specifically only for like mutuals and like business purposes because I take commissions because that's now my main living. Yeah. Yeah, see, it would have been weird, right? But yeah, I do have stuff I'm gonna be planning on doing for the future. But yeah, just streaming in general, streaming regularly, consistently, fuck that, man. Fuck. I hate numbers! I fucking hate numbers! Yeah! Yeah, for sure, for sure. You hate numbers or metrics? Both. Bro, I can't count. Legitimately cannot count. I mean, I can count, I just can't count very well. Yeah, metrics fucking suck, dude. I hate algorithms, and I hate metrics, and I hate, numbers. I want to be blissfully unaware of numbers at any given time. Okay? I don't want to think about any of that. I don't need to see my popularity put into stark, clear terms. I would be happy if I never heard the term SEO ever again. Right? Fucking sucks, dude. Man. Fuck. Yeah, the bright white light of comparison. Yep. That shit is poison. Mm-hmm. It is really rough, like, basing your worth with numbers. And yeah, and I turned off the numbers, but see, the thing is that if I had a fully functioning brain, I would not be a VTuber. And also, it's just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a tick, almost, you know? Like this urge that it's very hard to ignore. But I use Twitter tools to like turn off like number of replies or number of retweets or views or any of that. And that's helped me a lot. Oh yeah, no worries, no worries. It's a tightrope and weird enough to stream, but not well enough to ignore the numbers. Uh-huh. That is the balance of being a VTuber. YouTube has some bullshit where it'll go like, hey, did you know your recent videos are worse than last month's videos? Yes, I do know that because I started on YouTube as a streaming platform, which, by the way, unless you are part of a large VTuber company, don't fucking do that! Don't stream on YouTube! Do not take this as legal advice. I don't recommend streaming on YouTube, though. Unless you can, like, afford ads and shit. Which, like, let's be real. You probably can't. Most normal people can't. Like, there's no... Don't fucking stream there. And the way that... If you want to know the quote-unquote fancy way of doing things is that you make the bulk of your content on Twitch and then you edit it down into clips and highlights and then you post those clips and highlights on YouTube and TikTok and Twitter and even Reddit. And then that's because you'll get a lot of I hate to say it, but exposure through sites like YouTube and stuff. That's so much effort. I just want to click funny button. That's work. Yeah! That's why I'm in this position! Twitch has really bad base visibility for small streamers, like literally nothing. When's the last time that Twitch has recommended you, like, a streamer with like 0 to 1 views? You have to intentionally go into the tags and try and find someone. And then you have to go... I'm like talking like people who like you're not like connected with. Like just a random person. Like, cause like God knows Twitch is constantly recommending me people I don't follow because that's what they do because they want me to engage with their site. But like, yeah, it's, you know, you don't get recommended random people like that are like really small usually. Yeah. I don't think I have even close to as many followers on YouTube as you as they are. Yeah. And that's why, I think that like if you are good at editing, like you'll be fine. Like good editing makes all the difference. The smallest group Twitch recommended was like 20. Yeah. I think the smallest that Twitch has recommended me that I didn't know was like 15. Glad Wolfie rated in too. Yeah, I'm really glad too. But yeah. It was Toho, yes. I feel like I don't think there's like anything specific that people like followed me for, like the most people followed me for. A lot of people really like Door Fortress. Door Fortress and like Toho. And that's it, really. I like ASMR, but I don't have the personality for it, I feel like. As I want to just talk at like full volume. Yeah, niche but popular games, yes. Start hanging out because Catgirl Rimworld. Hell yeah. Yeah. Colony Sims tend to be my favorite genre, so. Imagine in the long run that's where many people will come from. Oh, I'm goth. I follow people because they play games I like. I stay because I like the streamer in the chat. Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah, it's all about that, discovery. All about them discoveries. And that's why having edited stuff on YouTube really helps, but I don't know how to do video editing. And also, it's kind of a pain in the ass. Like, let's be real here. Yeah. Yeah. For sure, for sure. Twitter. It still surprises me that the most popular platform I've been on, or the most popular I've been on a platform, as Dahlia, is fucking TikTok. Fucking TikTok, and I made the most uninspired, bland little videos, and people were like, "Oh yes, cat girl." Like, bro, raise your standards a bit. I don't really feel like I appeal to the standard VTuber fan. Like, there's not really a standard per se, but there kind of is. Like, yeah, I feel like I kind of fall into like some more niche interests and stuff. I remember liking edited, and I do have a qualification in media from high school, but man, that just feels like the grind. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. TikTok is also the only platform I've gotten hate comments on before. Legitimately, the only platform I've gotten hate comments on. And it was like nothing serious, just like, or it was more specifically, I had like a death threat, because it's a cat girl. And the person, I guess, didn't like cat girls. And I was like, I'll fucking kill you. And I was like, okay, dude, whatever. And I blocked him. Fucking stupid. Fucking edgy-ass teenagers on TikTok. Literally kids. Literally kids. Yeah, and yeah, it doesn't... If you're commenting, you're just making my shit more visible, dipshit. Like, you're not helping your case. The more you engage with something, even if it's angry, even if it's rage, the algorithm is gonna promote it more because that's what you're engaging with. And we live in a capitalistic hellscape. Yeah. I guess because the white-haired cute cat girl is different personality, community, and content. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely that, the whole well thought out post with zero traction and the low effort shit post with a bunch of traction. I don't know why it goes like that. I've just tried, as terrible as it sounds, I simply do not put effort into things anymore. As awful as that sounds. Oh no, I'm normal! Can't believe you've done this to me. Yeah. And yeah, on YouTube, if you dislike stuff, yeah, it's just gonna keep recommending it to you because it's functionally the same. All you're doing is you're maybe making the other person on the other side of the screen feel bad. You know? That's like the worst thing that you're doing. But even if it's like a big channel, like they're not gonna fucking see that. They're not gonna give a shit. Just like ask YouTube to not recommend you the video anymore. Fuck you, Uncat's your girl. God. But yeah, cat girls are good. What can I say? I like being a cat girl. Being this particular cat girl might not have worked out for me. But like, you know, cat girls is good. Cute is most important. Cute is king. Thank you for the head pat. Oh yeah, dude. Dude, I legitimately like, if I look at stuff like that, like reaction stuff, I open it in a private window. So you're gonna be able to survive without this income, right? Like, I don't want to reach too far into your affairs, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I actually, while I may not work on commissions as much as I would like to, because, again, mental illness and burnout, like, I do pretty good off that, I think. And I have a really good support system. I only open YouTube Shorts in a private window, whereas the volume control on YouTube Shorts. You use the volume control in the browser? Huh. I just use my, like, PC volume. Were you still thinking of a part-time job? Yep. Just because, my roommate, also streams. And I wanted to have something that was, like, steady. And then, I don't know, I can force her to eat cheese again or something. Yeah, not like I could do anything if you wouldn't be, but it's nice to know. Yeah, like I said, it's... You guys don't need to worry too much about me. I will be okay. Things will work out. I will get that grind going in the capitalistic hellscape. Yeah, got to talk there for a moment. We need rent, eat weird things on camera. Oh my god. I should feed her sardines. Should feed her sardines and like anchovies and stuff. I'm sure people would pay for that. That would be funny. I think she would kill me, actually. I think I would get... I think she would hate me forever. Every $20 is an additional sardine. Yeah. I wish I could at her and be like, hey, the people, they want to pay $20 for sardines for you eating them. I'm lazy. How's Toffee doing? Toffee's doing great. She really likes relaxing on the couch. She likes to chill. She's been a little less scabby lately. She likes to steal human food, so she still has allergic reactions because she's fucking stealing food. But, I'm gonna keep her on the special food. We did talk to, like, the vet about, like, another option with, like, immunosuppressants, and I think, depending on the price of that, we might go for that. Just because keeping her out of human food has been really fucking hard. But yeah, like, it depends on that. Owner frazzled cat vibin', yeah. She's been cuddling more lately though, and that's nice. I woke up this morning and she was like sleeping on my chest. It was really sweet. It was also really confusing because I was like, I like tried to move a bit and then I felt like a weight on my chest and I was like, what? And I put my hand there and then I touched her butt and then she meowed at me. And I was like, huh? Oh, it's Toffee. But yeah, she's doing well. Might have been cuddly lately too. One of them has been trying to get under the covers. Toffee likes to like look under the blankets really fast. And then she'll stay there for like a minute and then she'll be like, okay, I'm done. And then she'll leave. Normally her normal sleeping spaces are like beneath the bed and on the couch. But lately she's been sleeping on top of the bed again, which is nice because then I can like go jump on the bed and pet her, cuddle her, call her a good kitty. Feed her hypoallergenic treats. I should buy more of those. But yeah. Yeah, the kitty healings, the cat purrs. I think actually, unironically, I do think that like she has sensed that I have been really anxious and stressed, and I think that that's, you know, she's been cuddling me a lot because of that. She's so sweet. But yeah, I think that she knows that I've been upset. And she's been cuddling. Yeah, she is so sweet. She's a perfect kitty. I love her. But yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna probably call it here soon. Just cause like my throat has been getting sore easily. Cause again, you stop streaming for even like a few days, and then your throat is, at least mine is like immediately like, we're gonna get sore easily. Haha. But yeah, that's the gist of it. The one stream that I have scheduled for sure later this week is going to be on Marcy's channel. That's gonna be her birthday stream, and that's gonna be at like 3 p.m. my time, DST, 1 p.m. PST. But I will be on that stream. But I'll try and stream a bit throughout the week. I'll probably just do a bunch of like little small ones. Maybe I'll do like another art stream or something. Maybe I'll do another Dwarf Fortress. The dwarfs. The stretch. Just a power wash or something. I don't know. I'll probably stream usually around like 3 or between 3 to 6 p.m. Maybe later. Like I'll start sometime between 3 to 6 rather. But yeah. Yeah, I'll try not to push myself too hard. And simultaneously, let this be a lesson learned to all of you. Before you join a VTuber corporation, think over your priorities and your actual like physical mental abilities. Maybe that's not really worded right, but like your mental fortitude and stuff, and your level of burnout tolerance. Think over it really carefully. Take care of yourself. Know that, yeah, it is work. It's not just pressing a button and going live. And yeah, be careful out there. Oh yeah. Who's live right now? Oh, it's Monday. I think Julie's gonna be live here in like 30 minutes. But I don't know if I want to go that long. I don't know. Also, just again. Can't say mundane without Monday. For real. There's where I will be active. After the 22nd. There, you may follow me and see me retweet many anime boobs. That's what I like to draw. That's what I like to retweet. Like anime women boobs. This will be my only motivation to actually use Twitter. Yeah. I mean, that's the main reason to use Twitter. Why are you using Twitter for discourse or to argue with people online? Use Twitter to look at anime women with big boobs and big asses. That's what you gotta do. That's the use of Twitter. Don't use it for anything else. Yeah. I think Piku's live, so we can raid them. Let me see here. And scrub quotes, yes. Oh, what about the tumbling place? Can't even bring it up on Twitter anymore. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I use the same fucking username everywhere. It's catastrophe. It's catastrophe everywhere. Okay? I will... Ah! How did I do that? How did I do that? That was weird. That was scary. Here, I'll type that out again. There. It's that spelling. Just look around. Look around you and you'll find it. But yeah, I think that's that. Again, thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for supporting me over this last year. I think, yeah, I would like to raid Julie, but I don't think I have the physical strength. I honestly thought you and Catastrophe were two different people for a bit. Dude, you won't believe how many people, like, didn't realize that, like, Catastrophe, my first VTuber, were the same person either. I guess I could talk about that. Yeah, my first VTuber is named Paprika Gallus, and she was a chicken. I don't use her anymore, but, like, people didn't realize, and now I'm gonna really laugh really hard if there's someone in here that's like, oh my god, that was you? That's probably not likely, but like if it happened, it would be very funny. Yeah, the art style seems familiar. Yeah. Dude, legit though. I can't recognize voices. It's just something I've always struggled with. But yeah, let me see here. Let me go ahead and start this raid. Let me see here. Okay, starting that raid. I've been watching silently ever since I found your archive videos on YouTube. Thank you for streaming. Thank you! I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and raid Piku. As for raid, it's the usual. You can use whatever emote you like. And I will talk to you guys later. Okay? Alright. Yeehaw! And again, thank you all so much. For real, for real. For real, for real, for real, for real.